What's the tea, my reality hotties? Grab your glasses, grab your mugs, grab your Don Perignon. It's time to spill that Reali-Tea, honey. What's the tea, my reality hotties? Welcome to an all-new episode of Clock the Reali-Tea. This is your host, Mark Midwestern Honey, and you know I bring you that tea every single week from the reality streets, but mainly from the Bravoverse, because everything is heating up over there, honey. And I don't want to waste any more of our time. Let's go ahead and dive into the sneak peek for next week's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Take a listen.
My discernment said that it was Shamea. So I just wanted to speak to her and kind of explain why I felt the way I felt and give her an opportunity to speak.
Did you get a chance to do it yet?
We met at a restaurant, and baby, she just came in destination hell. She's talking about my home ain't right. I'm like, your home is hell. Because while you're talking about my husband is outside, the few times he was outside, he called me. He saw your ass outside. So it went wild.
Oh, I'm going to the bathroom. She is pleading the fifth. That's my ex-best friend, and I'm not trying to give a facial expression, a head nod, a cough, or nothing. I don't want no parts of it.
Why the hell you working for the Hawks? You know, you still working for the Hawks? Free that job up. Oh, but you're the Hawks players. Oh, but you're the Falcons players. Girl. Yes, it went left.
Girl.
For Angela to be the Angela Lansbury of this group, right now she is definitely giving Inspector Gadget meets Mr. Bean.
Do you believe that this lady is really sleeping with Hawks and Falcon players?
Oh, gosh, this girl's married. I'm not trying to do that. But yes, I do believe it.
You have proof?
I don't know. I'm not see. I just said I believe it. And I believe the person who said it.
Ciao. Well, here it goes. Atlanta is heating up, and you know the girls don't like to hold anything back. Now, from what it looks like, based off last week's episode, Kelly is trying to get into it with Portia in regards to this married man tea, and Angela thinks that Shamea is the one who's stirring the pot. Now, I believe that Angela has been peeping what a lot of us fans are seeing. You know, Shamea is kind of in the background, like, trying to be quiet and not say too much, not to stir up too much, but she's not afraid to stir too much up when it comes to Miss Angela. And we know that Angela's not really the girl you want to go toe-to-toe with if your facts aren't in order, honey. Now, I believe the underlying issue here also is that clearly there's an issue between Shamea and Portia. Now, we know that Shamea is having a hard time adjusting to the new group because obviously filming with your ex-best friend is a little challenging, I would assume. Now, let's really keep it cute and keep it 100. Shamea is having a flopiana of a season. Okay? Now, I don't know if that's because of her. I don't know if she's just not being authentic. I don't know if her situation at home with her wanting to have a son and not being able to do that, honey. At this moment, I'm sure she's going to find a way to do that. But clearly that takes precedent. Her man is like, I want to have a son. And I think Shamea is carrying a lot of that weight. We saw that with the preview of last week's episode and how Shamea pretty much talked about that tea. Now, let's really get into it because I believe Angela's issue with Shamea is that Shamea likes to, you know, throw things and hide her hands or try to step up to the plate to read a girl down. But Angela's reminding her that she's not the one you want to go toe-to-toe with, especially for what she heard about her on the street. Now, the streets are saying that, you know, Shamea's not innocent when it comes to the bedroom play and what she does, honey. Now, a lot of these girls have their own storyline and how they handle things with their spouse's child and who they sleep around with. That's their business, right? But don't come up here and act like you are just holier than thou when we know that you are not really being faithful. And that's what Miss Angela is saying about Shamea. Now, I don't know if the rumors are true, but Angela's definitely bringing that storyline to the show, so we just know that there's just going to be more coming out of that, okay? Moving on, the mid-season trailer of The Real Housewives of Atlanta dropped. It is going to be amazing, and I believe that the storyline is being set up so that we have two different cliques, obviously. We have Shamea, Pinky, Kelly, and K. Michelle, and then the other clique is Phaedra, Portia, Angela, and Drew. Now, we know Cynthia kind of ebbs and flows between the cliques, but I think she's pretty much aligned with the one that has more of the OGs on it. aka the ones that are willing to hear her out. I do believe Cynthia gets along with majority of the cast because she does have great camaraderie with Pinky, I believe. She's able to go toe to toe and, remind her that, if you want to be that girl, you got to be that girl. I believe Pinky is needed on the show, and I believe K. Michelle is definitely needed on the show. These ladies are waking it up, okay? Now, I want all Peaches to return because I think all Peaches are delivering this season. With that said, without further ado, honey, go ahead and take a little listen to the mid-season trailer of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I'm Alanisha Kane. Tonight we will see who are the faithful.
Let's get to Shamea. Where are y'all today?
She is absolutely devastated by this friendship.
And who are the traitors.
Say that to my face, ho.
It's giving Young and the Restless.
Peekaboo, I see you.
And I will watch it.
Still to come on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Sweet life, the peach life.
Now, what else is going on?
I love your spark and you be getting me ugly. Oh.
I don't have many mouths on my vagina.
Are you moist? You are the trauma. Not the drama, the trauma. I ain't signed up for no damn anxiety.
You're lying.
But I'm not lying. No one's gonna hold her accountable to her lies.
We on Survivor's Island. I'm gonna survive, and you're going to jail.
I went ahead and filed clarifying your divorce.
I love you. Let's just hug and make up. Yes.
Darling, here we come. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. The Ghostbuster housewives. At some point, everyone has lied.
You said hey handsome in February, bitch.
Been deceitful.
Oh, but you're in the Falcons player.
Moments of betrayal.
In fact, your mom did something first to my mom.
What? You and your mother are low-down dirty snakes.
You and your mama are low down dirty snakes.
This is my real life, you know?
I know this friend group and everybody, so yes, we are bigger people.
You must be delusional.
Oh, okay.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sunday on Bravo and Peacock.
Pinky said, "You must be delusional." I'm so excited for the rest of Atlanta. I think there's a lot more to get to based on everything that just unfolded. Now, I don't know about you girlies and you hotties, but there's a lot more drama in the streets of Bravo, and I think we need to get into Summer House. Ciao. Between Ciara showing up to clear the girls, to Lindsay being production, honey, I believe that part 2 ate me up. More than what I expected the Summer House reunion to do. Now, I want to get into the storylines here. But before we get into the storylines, let's go ahead and take a quick listen to this clip of Summer House because it's time to spill that tea, honey.
Dinner that he sees you way more now.
If I knew what I knew then, I would have been a lot different. And I just want you to know I see you way more than I did prior.
Wow. Full circle moment is what you're saying.
Did you believe him then?
Then, perhaps.
Do you believe him now?
No. I think that, after watching the season back, I think it's very clear that Amanda and Wes were using buzzwords of, I see you, I hear you, to, satiate maybe what I needed to hear. And, but they didn't really see or hear me.
Any response?
Everything that I've said to you over the summer, everything that I've felt, everything that we've talked about was truly how I felt in those moments. I got caught up in my feelings, and it doesn't matter. This has hurt me a lot.
It really hasn't. You've literally been out. You guys have been out. You've been functioning. You've been fun.
With me.
But also at the same time, Amanda, I think that that's insane because you've literally been in the bed with me for the past 6 years, and this is where we're at.
Sha-Manda, please. Sha-Manda. We went from Scamanda to Sha-Manda, okay? Now, Miss Sha-Manda, no one likes Wes. So, the fact that you even want to sit up here and be like, well, what I was saying was actually genuine and it's hurting my heart, and girl, it's not about you, okay? And I get it, watching it as a newbie and watching Summer House, getting caught up and binging all 10 seasons and then getting into In the City. It's interesting to see this pivot with Amanda, okay? Now, I like the deflection here from Kyle being in the hot seat, because Kyle did deserve to be in the hot seat, honey. Based on what I've been seeing and the girlies at BravoCon saying that he's going to have a lot to answer to. But it looks like Kyle only had to do here was just sit tight, okay? Because Shamanda got up and left the reunion at one point. I went to go cry somewhere with her tears, child, with her tears. You know, and then Mr. Wesley or Westfield or Mr. Westlife, whatever he wants to go by, child, just sat there. Just sat there on the couch. And producer, Lindsay is up here being like, are you going to go after your girl? Your girl's over there. I live. Now, the thing about Summer House is that you do have to go back and like watch it to like get to know the girls and understand In the City and where the tea is coming from. I live. And I love the fact that Ciara came here on boss mode. She's like, no, what we're not about to do is sit up here and play me like I'm just completely making this shit up since Paige left. Y'all played in my face. You tried to act like my friend. You're going through a divorce and y'all couldn't find anybody else to kiki with. Now, something else that Lindsay spilled. There's a lot of tea being spilled about Wes in the blog, saying that Wes already had a girlfriend and then was fucking around with all these other women, and then basically is using Amanda for a storyline, and Amanda is vulnerable because she's going through her situation with Kyle, but she's also making this happen by choosing to go after Wes, somebody who the current cast is not really feeling based on how fuckboy he's been, honey. So this sounds like a decision all around. And I don't know if that means a pack up for these two. Sha-Manda, go ahead and stay on In the City because I'm liking what you're giving there. But I'm sure a lot of this drama is going to fold into place because this reunion was clearly filmed after In the City was filmed, honey. Now, we're going to get a lot more of that. But I also want to talk about how the girlies are bringing it to us. I like the new girl who was able to put old boy in his place, Mr. Australian. I don't know all the names yet. But I'm also feeling, you know... And I might be a little bit biased, but I'm also feeling Mr. Jesse, honey. He's fine. He's sexy. And apparently he can sing, but I'm biased off looks. Now, I heard that he's a fuckboy too. So we might have to go ahead and scrap out some of the men and throw some new cast members on. Now, I like the black guy on the show, but apparently, I forgot his name as well. But I believe he just went through a recent breakup with the current girl that's on, who had to clear Wes. Who had to show up and clear Wes, honey. Because Wes can play with these other girls. But there's a lot of girls who have been with Wes who are like, you are an opportunist. And I like that kind of carrying on. Because that's what I want to see on a Bravo show. Expose somebody. If somebody want to come on the show and not be authentic, let them know you're not going to come up here and play with me. And you're not my friend anymore, girl. Sha-Manda. Now, let's take a quick sneak peek at In the City. Because girl, I am sad. In the City's pretty good. Now, Miss In the City... She might be competing with the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, which we'll get into in a minute. But go ahead and take a quick listen to this clip here, honey.
Let's preemptively order a mimosa, just in case this goes south. Okay, thanks. I'm not sure what is really going on. All I know is that you're hurt, and you felt judged by me for being a single mom.
No, that's not it. It was... Basically, like, there's always something every year that I'm like, why did she do that? Last summer, you came out a couple of times to the house, and, you know, I've always wanted to have a baby. I'm, like, now I'm pregnant and having a baby. I'm excited to announce to the world that she's a girl. And then these comments come out like, I only threw this gender reveal dinner to throw it in Carl's face. So we're gonna do a scavenger hunt to find out the gender of my baby.
Is she just trying to rub this in Carl's face as much as humanly possible?
And then there was just like a couple other comments, like when I was with Carl, I was going too fast. Then with Turner, I was going too slow.
You live with this man? And he has put a baby inside you?
Yeah. And then Carl and I dating the first time around. And then a week later, you give him a hand job in the back of an Uber. I don't think I did that though.
About a month ago, Carl and Danielle were just like hooking up in the back of the Uber. There might have been some over the pants or under the pants. I don't know.
We're bringing that up? Like, how far back does this grievance list go?
Child, not a handy in the back of the car. Listen, I don't see Danielle doing that. I'm glad that things are cleared up, but Lindsay, are we auditioning for your loyalty? Are we trying to make it seem like we are just vindictive? Girl, you are a single mom, okay? And here's the thing. By choice, not by choice, with someone, with not, whatever. You have a baby, that's what you wanted. Now, I will say this. As her bestie, yeah, you was making some comments. But why would you want your bestie to not make, like, your bestie should be having a little bit of camaraderie where she can kind of be, like, keeping it real with you, Miss Lindsay. So, let's not do that. Let's also not do the handy with Carl thing. Don't nobody want Carl with his big dick. Apparently, according to all of y'all. Well, maybe some of the girls do. But who knows? Y'all look cute together, though, Lindsay. So, maybe y'all need to focus on the both of you. And if you can co-parent and then become a thing again. But is Carl the baby daddy? I don't know. Lindsay all over the place for me. So, pick and choose what's going on. I'm glad there was some clear up between Danielle and Lindsay. Because I was waiting for that. And I'm glad we got the show in the city to kind of, like, work on a little bit of that. Because previously at the episode before this, the girls weren't kikiing. They weren't talking. They were at the same event. It was very cold shoulder. So I'm glad that that's packed up and that they can move on. I'm not feeling Miss Whitney Francois and Mr. Kenny. I'm not feeling the girls. No. I think Whitney cares too much about what the other girlies and what the group thinks. If you moved here for your man, you moved here for your man. Keep it at that. I think Kenny's a little... We'll see. Kenny's not really... I'm not vibing with Kenny. Because why are you going toe-to-toe with Lindsay like that? Why are you doing that, Mr. Kenny Martin? Okay? And I don't know who is what. I'm still trying to figure out the dolls, the new people on the show. I love that they're keeping some special appearances and that people are bringing their significant others. We get views of New York City, honey. It's giving. Now, I don't know if the Real Housewives of New York City is going to give what this is giving so far. Let's hope they do, because I also am thinking some of these storylines are going to start drying up. So, let's be careful when we're casting, baby. Now, let's move right along, because I really want us to dive into the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, because Miss Liz spazzed out on the girls. But especially on JoEllen. Take a listen to this.
You didn't get me one. Oh, did you want one?
No, I'll just share. I know how much you love Alicia.
Oh,
Dude, you're a loving, amazing person. You've known her your whole life.
I said...
You said I'm sorry 12 times.
I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry. And I got you going, can you just understand what she meant? No, I do. I did. All I ever did was say I was sorry. No, don't do it again.
She fell hard. Her dad left her. She has up that happened. We all have. You have. I have. Good for them.
Got it. Agreed. I totally agree, JoEllen. I agree. However.
How are you?
Dolly said I was sorry 12 times. Dolly was never homeless. And you were the first one. And so are you. You want to do it? I will.
Why?
So do it.
Why are you going at me?
She was never homeless.
What did I do? I'm telling you.
The out of my face. You
Why?
Get the out of my face.
What did I do? Knock it off. Stop being a to me. This is not you and me fight. It's you and Alicia. I'm trying to be there for both of you, and you're going to be nasty to me? Why are you doing this? Why do you have to be so combative? I'm trying to be there for you. And you act like a asshole to me. I'm one of your best friends.
You disingenuous mother.
Why, Liz? Why? Don't walk away. Say it. I don't want to fight Liz head to head. I care about her. She's like a mother to me. She's like a big sister to me. But she's putting me in that situation where, what am I supposed to do? You're looking for a fight. You're trying to fight me.
And we got so many requests to get to.
I don't attack anyone. I bring up no one's. You want to with me? I'm ready. I'm down.
Wise men say only fools
off, JoEllen.
but I can't help falling
Baby, reality hotties, they are at this man's Frank Sinatra impersonation event and acting like this. Oh my God. Now, let's get into it. So, JoEllen, this is not the fight you want. Now, if she's heated and if she's escalated, I think it's time to back off. But I will say, Liz, you're fucking mean, Liz. You're going crazy on the girls. Is everything okay? I think Liz is very much a no BS type of person. And she's giving, fuck these cameras, stop playing with me. And JoEllen's giving, I need you to chill out because Alicia is being sensitive to this issue right now, honey. And Liz isn't going. Liz is like, I said what I said. She's not homeless. Y'all can talk about it all y'all want to on the show. I'm going to say what I want to say. Also, I'm about to have a sit down with my friend Rula next episode. And we about to really get into that ass, JoEllen. So, I like this. This is the kind of carrying on that needs to happen on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island because I was being distracted by the Rosie-Tea of it all, Rosie versus Kelsey. But now we're getting JoEllen versus Liz. Now, I do believe that Liz and JoEllen have a sit down where they're trying to come to terms with what happened, talk about their exchange at the event. But I believe Liz is coming in hot with JoEllen and she's not feeling Miss Girl. And she thinks that she's a pot stirrer. I don't think she's a fan. I think that Liz probably feels like JoEllen runs the show, honey. I believe that JoEllen thinks that Liz runs the show because she said she's like a mother, like a sister to me. And we already know that Miss Alicia's going to clock in. And Alicia's confessional, she said, well, you know, Miss Liz is a very mean person. She's abusive. Felt so good to say that. And girl, that's the tea. So the girls are coming in, throwing slingers at Miss Liz. And we know that Liz has a little bit of tension brewing amongst her, honey. Because we thought she was going to be matriarch and the girls are going to let her have it. But they're not willing to go through a whole season with that happening. Not on their watch, honey. Now, let's get into what's happening. So, apparently, we're going to have Rula make an appearance. Because, like I've been saying on the pod, where's Rula? Have any of you seen Rula? Is Rula under the table, baby? Is that Rula? I haven't seen Miss Girl. But it's interesting to see her come in to fold in on the storyline regarding JoEllen. Because we know at the start of the season of Rhode Island, there's a little bit of contention between Miss JoEllen and her husband and Rula and her husband, Miss Brian, honey. And we know that there is some tiff between HR being called at jobs and, you know, JoEllen was basically putting Miss Brian in her place and letting Rula know that he's not a good guy. He's cheating on you all over Instagram and all over the social webs. And, you know, they have an issue, right? So it's interesting to see what's happening here. The tea between Rula and Liz becoming good Judies. Let's take a listen to this.
How are you feeling?
Still on the mend.
I sent you that message. I meant that, you know.
And I truly thank you. Looks delicious.
Cheers.
All right, first cheers. Yes,
Goodbye.
thank you. But I appreciate you reaching out. How have you been?
Yeah, you know, all right.
Alicia did tell me that things got rocky between the both of you. She told me some of it, but I'd love to hear your side. I heard about something with JoEllen and then...
I'm actually allergic.
Are you? Yeah. I don't know, and I never want to know. Thank you. It's my one thing. I can't handle bees. Okay.
What would you like me to answer to you?
Tell me what happened with JoEllen more recently.
So, we went to Boston. I felt bamboozled in tag team. I was on the defense. JoEllen taking the space of peacemaker and mediator.
JoEllen, who cares about everybody? Because she just plays this role and she plays that role and she just cares and I'm not like that and everybody loves me.
Babe,
give me a break.
I'm doubting JoEllen's authenticity.
Wake up. Good morning.
I'll put that.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
But I'm not waking up. I'm not. This is where you're wrong. I've felt that way
since the beginning.
Okay.
Kelsey came by yesterday. Isn't she her boyfriend has a girlfriend here and a girlfriend in Florida, no?
I don't know. You should ask her. Anyone has questions about her, ask.
But why did you bring it up in the first place?
I didn't bring up Kelsey in the first place.
You did open the door. Attacking Rula right now, this kind of low-lying fruit, Joe. She is visibly going through it. She questions your motive.
What's the motive?
I don't want her to lose her husband. I feel bad, and I think that you guys should feel bad.
Do you feel bad though, really, Joe? I am constantly questioning her authenticity.
Ding, ding, ding. Special delivery, reality hotties. The girls are delivering. The girls are delivering on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. First of all, let's get into this. So, when did Liz and Rula become the accountability police? Rula, shouldn't you be worrying about Miss Bryan and what's going on in your household? But that's neither here nor there. So, I'm trying to get this together, and it seems like there is an authenticity issue that the ladies are having with Miss JoEllen. And I would think that Rosie would agree with these two girls who just had to sit down, Miss Liz and Miss Rula. Now, for what it gets to is that they're saying that, you know, JoEllen's the peacemaker. She wants to come in. She wants to have this narrative, but she don't mind a little give back, and she will stir the pot. And I think that, you know, JoEllen's going to have an issue with the girls coming for her, which aligns her with Kelsey, because at the end of the day, I believe Kelsey and JoEllen are really cool. I also believe that there's an issue here where Alicia is starting to peep through the bullshit, and she enjoys her relationships and her friendships with some of these ladies, and she thinks some of the other ladies coming a little hot. Now, who is Judgy Miss McJudgerson, as I like to say, honey? Who is that? Who's going to be the judgy one? Now, a lot of these ladies judge each other, but from what it gives that there's some hoity-toits and there's some shenanigans amongst the group. And I believe the hoity-toits include the following, honey. Liz and Rula as part of the hoity-toit crew. And I think the shenanigans and the other girls include Kelsey, JoEllen, Alicia. And I also think the supportive players include Miss Ashley, okay, and Miss Rosie, okay? And I don't know who I miss. If I miss you, you're probably not doing a good job standing out amongst the group, okay? But like I said, and I'm going to say this every single episode of Clock the Reali-Tea, I love me some Alicia down to the ground. I think she brings story. I think all these ladies have a lot to answer to. I'm still a little nervous about what Miss Kelsey is trying to do, playing the fence. She probably should play the fence, because she just got mopped with that slam pig read that she tried to turn into a whole sash and make it a whole moment. Girl, that's not anything to be proud of. Okay? Now, are you going to be with Billy or not? Now, who's dating Billy? Are there two Billys? I know Alicia's man is Billy. Is that what her man's name is too? Johnny, Billy? Something like that? See, these names are very, very regular schmeggler, which is what I'm loving about the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, honey. We're getting ambience of Rhode Island. We're also getting wealth. And we're also getting pot-stirring drama, which will be interesting to see how this turns out for the rest of the season. Now, before we wrap things up today, reality hotties, I think it's only good for us to get into a little bit of tea going on in the drag race world. Now, I want to say happy Pride. And according to the streets, Miss Corey King just pulled out of the Pride shenanigans here in Milwaukee in the Midwest. And I think that's because maybe some ladies are starting to film for All Stars 12. Now, before I spill that tea here, go ahead and fill up your glasses because it's time to spill who's going to be on the cast. But before we spill who's on the cast, reality hotties, let's go ahead and take a quick sneak peek to what's to come on RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 11, honey. Take a listen.
Who's seen my win? Oh my God, what a lip sync, right, girl?
Baby, I'm feeling so great. Just won $10,000 on this lip sync, and I won 3 points.
Congratulations, Crystal and Silky. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I'm in second place. To get to the finals, you have to come through me. And I'm a big bitch.
Check my points, ladies. I love you, but I'm so happy Silky won.
You would have been too far ahead, honey.
Why not? I want it to be the Crystal show. There's 1 week left, and I don't even know if that guarantees me a spot at this point.
No.
If anyone decides to give me a point tonight, I absolutely promise to give you one next week. Pinky swear. Anyways.
Cricket.
Cricket. Selena, you were really close to lip singing.
My heart hurts. I can't seem to win here. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get a win, but There's one more week, and I don't know how it's gonna happen, but like maybe there can be enough points, you know? This challenge, it was right up my alley, but I didn't get my win, y'all. Ouch.
Well, I don't care if I get backlash for this. I agree with Selena. Ain't no way in hell Silky Nutmeg Ganache won that motherfucking challenge last week. It should have been Selena, and it should have been Crystal Method, honey, and they should be at the top of the list right now, honey, in terms of who's gonna make it to the semifinals. Let's really clock the tea. Silky Nutmeg is still giving busted. On the runway, things thrown together, holding that butter in her head, all these little one-piece suits. What's the tea? There's some designs not make it through, which is fine, but like let's not sit here and watch the show. For all you Silky fans, obviously love Silky, we love her down, but let's not watch the show and act like some of the girls aren't together and bringing full on, you know, charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent like Miss Selena was bringing in that challenge. And I think she was dubbed. No shade. That's just my take. Now, before we get into more tea on that, I'm going to hold off because we're going to see who's going to win that second bracket, honey, and make it all the way to the semifinals. But I want to talk about word on the street in regards to who's going to be on All-Stars 12. Now, some of these names might ring a bell, so just go ahead and hold your horses, honey. Let's spell. So, apparently the new format of All-Stars, they're going to keep the brackets, but they're only going to have 2. And word on the street is that Corey King is going to be winning the brackets, child. Let me just click through this list. Miss Mirage, we got Q, Kelly Mantle apparently is rumored to be on the cast, as well as Athena Dion, Lady Camden, honey, the Princess, Lana Del Rey, ooh. And they're saying in the second bracket it's going to be Dita Ritz. There are also some mention of Laganja Estranja, Gia Gunn, Plain Jane, also a mandatory meeting, Jewel Sparkles, and I believe a few other queens that were mentioned include Lux Noir London and Vita Von T-Star, honey. So I believe we're going to get another SmackDown and another personality season, which is fine. But what some other rumors I'm hearing is that we might get some appearances from Miss Girl, Utica Queen, honey, Designer Down, which would be absolutely amazing, I think. So we'll see what happens. Now, I know y'all know where to get y'all tea, and I know that y'all are a reality hottie because you stayed all the way to the end, honey. Now, if you want to get more tea, stay tuned because there's more coming your way. Thank you for listening to another episode of Clock the Reali-Tea. This is your host, Mark Midwestern Honey, coming to you fresh from the Midwest. Bye.